First off, it's Charles J. That just in case you ain't heard of me, they told me it was too late. But I promise that I'll be the first to speak. Most of these rappers, they fake. But you can't have your way to St. Kid. Everybody said it won't be till they see smoke, then they realize they'd rather have turkey meat.
What it do, what it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Say, man, real quick. Quick breakdown. Rayo Valenzuela stops Chris Colbert. I want to say in the 5th round. I saw it coming. I think everybody saw that shit coming. If you didn't see that shit coming, bro, you just really don't look at boxing. Chris Colbert had 6 knockouts in 19 fights. He never was a puncher. He couldn't keep Rayo off him in the first fight, but I thought he won the first fight by points. Since we talked this point system, I thought he outboxed him. He just got dropped in the first round and hurt in the last round. He got hurt 2 or 3 times in that fight. So him getting hurt, I guess it was... I'm just noticing that. I'm just going to explain some things. First and foremost, I got to give a major shout out to Chris Colbert. When I first started my channel, I did a video about Chris Colbert. And it was very distasteful. Yeah, because he was shitting on Wilder. And he was... yeah, and... You know, just certain shit he used to do, I just didn't like it. I thought he was a clown without them colorful hairstyles and shit. But I just want to say some real shit. Besides that, those colorful hair and all that shit, when you told Rayo at the weigh-in, yeah, bet 50K. And when I win, if you don't have my money, my youngest gonna get at you. That shit was funny as shit. But I was like, bro. Anyway, you got my respect. Yeah, through a knockout, you have earned my respect. Sadly, you had to get knocked out to really earn my... You got my respect, bro. Really, you had it before then. You had it before then. Because I thought in the first fight, you fought a real good fight. I thought you won. But you really earned my respect because you like that dog that once he realized he cornered and ain't nothing else he can do, he chose to fight. I respect that shit. That's kind of how Hagler did Hearns. Hearns thought he was finna box. Hagler hit him with that shit. Hearns just fought it out. He was willing to go out on the shield. He knew it was over. Hearns knew in the first round this shit is over. When he realized how Hagler was punching, and man, the first punch he hit Hearns with. Matter of fact, actually, yeah, Hagler hurt Hearns first, but Hearns ended up hurting Hagler. Man, I'm not gonna compare this shit to that. It ain't. This shit is not no Hearns Hagler. But the point I'm making is it's just the mentality. When Hearns knew that he was outwilled, outskilled, and outgunned, and this dude's stronger than me, Hearns went out on the shield. He could have held on and tried to, stay away from the. He went to the fire. So that's what you did tonight. You went to the fire. I got much respect for you. I just want to, in your defense, bro, this matchmaking. And I'm going to tell you something. Our promotion, it ain't nobody in particular that does something different. Every promotional company love to set up fights like this. They love it where the black fighter is the boxer, especially if he don't got much power. And they love it when the Mexican fighter is the puncher and he's coming forward and making the fight. That is the ideal stylistic matchup of boxing. Top Rank promotes that style. Matchroom, and PBC. PBC is particularly. PBC and Top Rank particularly love the black and Mexican aggressive versus the boxer style. Especially when the Mexican is bigger. And I'm just bringing up size since size all of a sudden matters so much, with Tank now. Rayo, am I the only one who noticed that he's much bigger than Chris? Chris is a 130 pounder and he wasn't no big 130 pounder. He wasn't big at all at 130. Rayo is much bigger. He's a knockout order. That's one thing I knew about Rayo. When he was a prospect coming up, he was supposed to be the goods, but De Los Santos stopped him. Rayo Valenzuela got devastating power. Rayo Valenzuela got the power that anybody at 135, bro, if he hit you with that kind of shit, he gonna knock you the fuck out. He's just not very skilled. And that's why De Los Santos beat him with speed and power. Chris Colbert had no power, and everybody knew that. So everybody knew that Valenzuela would pretty much damn near walk through him, bro. This wasn't a hard fight to figure out. I just shot because Chris Colbert did not have to rematch this dude. You rematching somebody that you know is stronger than you, bigger than you, and got devastating power. You got a lot of motherfucking heart. And after the fight, that fool said, nah, we 1-1. I want to run that shit. Chris Colbert is a dog. You get my motherfucking respect for that type of shit. But like I said, I got to point out the double standards. They love it when the Mexican fighters is the kung fu fighter and the black fighter is on the move and, you know, and the Mexican is bigger and strong. They love that kind of shit. But like I said, bro, we couldn't never get the fights like Triple G versus Andre Ward. No. Check this out. Because Triple G wasn't finna walk down Ward. That's the thing. See, Ward wasn't the Floyd Mayweathers like they try to say, like all black fighters move and box. Ward fight. That's how he knocked out Kovalev. In the second, he fight. He can box. Ward fight. Got one of the best inside games of all time. And also, Triple G didn't really have a good inside game. He was going to exploit him. He was going to outbox him, exploit him, and I thought he was going to finish him. It wasn't but 8 pounds away. Andre Ward was calling for that shit. But one thing about boxing does not like to promote the black fighter being the bigger fighter and the stronger fighter or the aggressor or where the white fighter can get knocked out or some. Hey, I just peep it. It's always where the non-black fighter must be the stronger fighter and the bigger fighter, and the black fighter got to keep him off of him. And I'm so tired of that stylistic bullshit ass matchup. But you know what? We never get. They don't even promote skill versus skill. They never promote two boxers fighting each other because they try to say that's boring or some shit. Boxing is just so fake and fans ain't shit. And like I said, you know, when you look at the way boxing is scored, you can beat up a fighter for 11 rounds, for 10 rounds, and then the 11th round get dropped and then get dropped in the 12th round. You're gonna lose that fight. You could have dominated 10 rounds. You would lose the fight with 2 knockdowns. That is, especially when you the black boxer and the other fighter drops you twice. Now you gonna lose that fight. That's what happened in the first fight with Chris Colbert. Chris Colbert outboxed him, but he got dropped and he got hurt again. So that alone, people said, oh, he lost. Well, if that's the case, why when Wilder knocked down Fury twice, people wasn't saying Wilder won? A lot of people, I'm gonna be real, bro. I was biased back then. I lied, and I lie all the time for black fighters. Fury outboxed Wilder several rounds, but those 2 knockdowns, like I said, these days you can outbox somebody, but the 2 knockdowns would tell the difference. But most fans thought Fury won. That is a fact. I gotta be honest. It's a lot of people thought Wilder won. Most fans thought Fury won, and the story went that Fury got up. I'm telling you, it was the perfect Jesus story. He got up. It wasn't on the third day. It was on that night, but he got up. That's what everybody kept saying. And they interview every black. They love doing that shit. They interview every black fighter. What you think about the fight? Man, Fury got up. He took the punch. It was never that. Man, Wilder knocked his ass out in the 12th round. His power carried up 12th round. The aggressive fighter wasn't celebrated in that fight. When it's the other way around, the aggressive fighter don't get celebrated. When the black fighter is aggressive, no, it ain't exciting enough. Funky ass motherfucker. I swear it's always, you just want to see the black fighter get knocked out and want the Mexican to be the aggressor. I'm so sick of that stylistic bullshit. You know, I swear you motherfuckers ain't shit though. But y'all some hell of a matchmakers. It's a lot of shit. I want to see. I want to see it the other way around. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Put some Mexican punchers in there with some black punchers, aggressive inside fight, and let's see some shit like that. Motherfuckers be matchmaking that shit. Man, everybody knew Rayo finna knock out Chris Colbert, bro. Chris Colbert had no power. Everybody knew it. So, but I'm telling you, this finna, and the reason why I'm talking about this, and I know I sound very, I know I sound like I'm just being very racial or not giving credit or nothing, but I'm just telling you the way boxing work, and it just get frustrating sometimes. And like I said, we only say somebody too big when it fits our fighter. Ain't nobody gonna ever say Rayo was too big. Ain't nobody gonna ever say Canelo was too big for Amir Khan, but Devin Haney is too big for Tank. Bro, let me tell you some real shit. I'm gonna be honest, bro. They didn't even give Tank time to come out. Tank didn't even come out and say, "Hey man, 140 too big, Devin too big." They didn't even give him time to say it. When they saw Devin dominate Regis, fans have pleaded for Tank before he could ever even talk. Nah, Devin too big. Devin gonna have to agree. They trying to negotiate for him. You motherfuckers ain't shit. I'm telling you, black folks so stupid. The world be against us, and we just against ourselves. Fucking monkeys. I'm telling you something. Black people in America, we'll experiment gone wrong. When that white boy taught us how to hate, I'm telling you, boy, that shit was the worst shit. A lot of people think crack was the worst. Nah, bro, it was that hate he taught us. Nah, it was that hate when he taught us to hate our hair and hate our skin tone and hate who we are and think we dumb and ugly. Nah, it was when he taught us that hate, bro. That fucked us off. That fucked us out. Because you're going to see more black people with a meme of Chris Colbert knocked out than you're going to see of anybody else. You're going to see more black people clowning Chris Colbert than anybody else. So I just had to come on and talk my shit. But yeah, let's get to the Maria fight. Video coming soon. This is 903 Box, and I'm your host, George J. With that, I'm out.